Hi guys, I'm Rusty.
And I'm Rachel.
And we are Robertson's Belly Acres.
So we were nominated or tagged or whatever.
Called out.
By Melvolas Homestead to do the 10 questions of homesteading. I think this was originally started by Copper Kettle Farms. So, and it's kind of gone through all of the homesteading channels. So we just feel honored to be able to be part of it.
Yes.
So we're going to answer these questions as best we can. They might.
And before we get started, guys, don't forget to share and subscribe.
Yeah, like and smash that bell button. Check out some of our videos. We get into some pretty crazy stuff sometimes. So we'll just start with the questions.
All right.
So question number 1 is, what got you into homesteading?
I would say once we moved the farm, we got our garden up and going, and I saw how well we could grow a garden, and then we got our pigs and chickens, and I was in.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the same thing for me. I guess my aha moment was one day I was cooking breakfast and I had made eggs and sausage, and I had done like an egg scramble with bell peppers and onions, and anyway,
Jalapeno.
yeah. And I looked at the plate and I realized that everything on the plate that morning was from our farm. That was kind of the aha moment for me. And then we went to a yard sale and I found a box of books, and buried in that box of books was a book, and it's called The Dirty Life, and it's by Kristin Kimball. Now, Lynn, I was telling Lynn from Melvolas about it, and she said, "What's the name of it?" And I said, "It's The Dirty Life," and she's gonna kill me for saying this, but she said, "Oh, well, I'll have to look that up." And then the next text message was, "Oh, don't look that up." So anyway, this is the book. So you kind of get an idea. Go to Amazon, and if you type in the Dirty Life by Kristin Kimball, you'll find this. I think she just released another book. She also has, her and her husband have a Facebook page. They started out, she was from New York and fell in love with a farmer, and they started their journey together, and they do like a co-op type farming. It's really interesting on it. I think that just kind of pushed me over the edge. So I think that's what got me into the homesteading thing, I guess.
I agree.
Okay, ramble. I'm Ramble Rachel, that's who I am. Number 2 is, what's something you want to add to your homestead in 2020?
That's a hard question. I want to add cattle.
That's kind of where I was going. We already have, we have goats and chickens
And pigs.
And this last winter we had turkeys, a goose, and some ducks processed, and that was really awesome. And then we've of course had had pork from the farm. So I think really that missing element is beef. I think that would be great to have cattle on the farm. That's if we can get my mom to let us butcher the cattle once we get them grown and ready to process, because she falls in love with the animals, and then it's like, oh, well, not this one. So the third question is, what's the most difficult lesson you've had to learn so far while homesteading? There's a lot of lessons, you guys.
I have learned a lot, and I'm going to say that the most difficult lesson is going to have to be time management. I am terrible with time management. Oh yeah, it's a 20-minute project. That's 3 days. That's just my luck. So, I mean, go back and watch the video for putting in a new water hydrant. Yeah, that was a 20-minute project. It took me all day long. So
I think that my biggest lesson is nothing ever goes as planned. Like, you can plan, but on a homestead, you just plan and then you go with the flow, roll with the punches. I mean, especially when you're dealing with livestock, have to, roll with the punches, and that was really hard for me because I'm a very structured person that way. And so, and that you can't control everything, you've got to let it go. Yeah, you just have to let it go.
So you can plan and make spreadsheets and pie graphs.
Okay, that's me. I'm the
Charts.
spreadsheet person.
And at the end of the day, you always have a plan A and a plan B, and in my experience, 99% of the time it's plan F.
I was thinking, and then we roll with plan C, but yeah, you're right. It was a learning process, but we've gotten there. I've gotten there, I think.
We're getting there.
Okay. Number 4 is your favorite chore on the homestead.
I don't know if I can say I have a favorite chore. I don't. I think of chores and I think of something that you don't necessarily like to do. I guess my favorite thing to do on the homestead is going out and checking on the pigs. I kind of say my pigs. I guess that they're her goats and my pigs, but I'll go out. I talk to the pigs and they talk back. As crazy as it sounds, but
yeah, this morning I couldn't get the pigs to come out of their shelter, and it scared me. I thought something had happened, and I was in the goat pen, which is adjacent to the pigs, and I'm going yippee, and they're not paying attention to me. And Russ came out and said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "The pigs aren't coming out." So he comes out and he starts talking to them. He grunts to them, and they come right out. I mean, just like he was speaking their language, and they come right out. And I guess I'm just not fluent in pig. They didn't want to come out for me.
I spent about 6 years working in commercial pig farms, so I know a lot more about the pigs than I do the goats and the chickens. So I mean, I tend to gravitate towards them, and I kind of understand them a little bit better than I do the rest of the animals. So
yeah, I think that's about fair. My favorite chore, during the winter, it would have to be, the animals. I really love the animals. I love checking on them and feeding them, and I just love, they all have their own personality. I mean, all of them. And I kind of personify them, I guess, in a way. And so I just love checking on the animals. During the summer, I'm going to have to say the garden is where it's at. Russ and I, we spend a lot of time in the garden, and so, that's just kind of our spiritual place. And 5 goes kind of hand in hand with that. It's, what is your favorite thing to grow?
tomatoes.
I knew you were going to go there.
I have never been able to grow tomatoes until we moved out here. This last year, I have to say, I tried a new variety of tomato I'd never even heard of. It was called the Homely Homer. And guys, on our Facebook page, I've got fairly decent sized hands. And I had a tomato on the vine that was bigger than a softball. And everybody told me, oh, it's going to be all meat, it's going to be dry. And it wasn't. We sliced into that sucker, and it was a perfect slicing tomato for a burger or a sandwich.
I mean, we got a lot of tomatoes last year, and I thought, man, we've got so many tomatoes, and we were canning tomatoes left and right, and we ran out so fast of the canned tomatoes. We have one jar of pasta sauce left up there, and I won't open it because I'm like, man, that's our last one. But So Russ said we're like double, tripling, quadrupling our tomatoes this year.
Yeah, we had, I think, 10 plants last year, and I'm planting 60 this year.
I think my favorite thing to grow last year was probably okra. We love okra, fried okra, you know. I didn't get to pickle any okra last year, but I do want to do that this year. The other day, Lynn and I from Melvolas, we had ourselves a little seed swap. You know, we kind of swapped seeds, and she had a purple variety, and so I'm really excited about that. I want to grow those, and I think it's okra. They're just really cool to me. So, number 6. What do you love most about the homesteading community?
It's just that. It's a community. Rachel and I talk about this all the time, and as you guys know, we're in the truck a lot. And it just amazes me how I can pick this little phone up right here anytime. There's almost always a live. All I've got to do is get on there and say, hey y'all, and it's, hey Robertsons, how's it going? Miss seeing you. We're out for a couple days. Somebody notices we weren't on the live, or we haven't posted a video. And not only that, but everybody is so open to share knowledge and lessons that they've learned. And not only are they willing to share their accomplishments, you guys share so many defeats, and it makes everybody so human.
Yes. Life isn't perfect, and on social media, you know, you can post whatever you want, and you can paint your life exactly the way you want people to see it. But watching the homesteading community, you get a lot more of the real, and that's awesome. We're in northeastern Oklahoma, and there are a lot of farm swaps, like animal swaps around here, or farmers markets, if you will. And we go to a lot of those, and even at those, the education that you gather just from spending a Saturday at a farmer's market is amazing. You know, we set up our booth, and we've got our little things that we're going to sell, but of course it's a community, and you're talking to like-minded individuals, and everybody has something to share, and I just think that's awesome, and nobody ever makes you feel stupid. You know, you have a question. Yeah, you know, Russ and I started out, and we didn't know anything about anything really, and so at the beginning we were asking some really stupid questions that people would think were stupid, but nobody ever looked at us and said, well, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. They might have when they walked away, like, these poor people don't have a clue. But and we still ask those stupid questions because we're still learning, but it's just, you know, it's a great community. That's, I guess we're kind of saying the same thing.
Yes.
Number 7 is your favorite meal that you make.
Go for it.
Oh, wow. Here's the thing. Russ and I love to cook, and we cook so many things. And it's just like saying earlier that the aha moment was when everything on the plate was from the farm. There is nothing better than walking out to your garden and going, you know what, this is what I'm going to make tonight, because you're inspired by what you're growing. So, and Rusty and I, we can get in the kitchen, and just, 3 years ago, Russ and I decided that we were going to learn how to make tamales. My parents didn't make tamales. I mean, I'm Mexican, but they didn't make tamales. And so we decided we were going to do it. So we got on YouTube, and we researched a whole bunch of different people making tamales, and we found one video that we thought that would be kind of cool, and then we just built on it, and we make tamales in the winter and sell them, and we have a lot of success with it. It's just, we're not scared to try new things, I guess. So I really don't have a favorite, I guess is what I'm saying, because we make so many things. I did make a raisin cinnamon swirl bread the other day, and I've never been good at bread. I don't know why, but I watched Whippoorwill Holler, and that is an awesome channel, and she is just so amazing. And so I just watched hers and tried it, and it worked perfectly. So I mean, I'm really excited about that. So I've never been able to do bread before.
It really wasn't that good. Those 3 loaves were gone. I would say my favorite thing to cook, meal to make, is anything that Rachel and I are making together. I know that sounds cheesy, but we just do amazing things together in the kitchen. I love it.
There's the thing that is so crazy about Russ and I is we are together 24/7, for real. For the last 5 years. I left the corporate world 5 years ago. We work together, we cook together, we go shopping together. We are in that stinking truck together all the time. I mean, if you guys watch our videos, it's not really a video unless we're in the truck. I almost said, let's tape this in the truck because it would make more sense to the people that watch us.
We have to have a video without being in the truck.
So we are always together. So, cooking together is just one more thing that we love to do. What is your favorite holiday?
National holidays, mine's Christmas. For the family and the joy that it spreads and the meaning of Christmas. But if you want to think about it, guys, every day on the farm to me it's a holiday. There are so many things and so many blessings that I get to see every day on the farm that the good Lord has taught us how to do and has allowed us to be able to do these things. That I guess my biggest holiday is harvest. I love going in that garden and be able to reap the benefit of what we've planted.
Hard work. That's a good answer. When the kids were growing up, my favorite holiday was always Halloween. And I still like Halloween. We've always thrown a party for Halloween. When the kids were growing up, it was just so awesome to be able to dress them up. And, I like to sew and make things, and so making their costumes and watching them have fun. And then as they got older and they were teenagers, letting them invite their friends over and making all the cool food. We would just, make the gory, crazy food. It was just so fun. Anyway, I guess now my favorite holiday is really any time that the family can get together. We kind of skirted around the holiday. Number 9 is your homestead where you intend to settle permanently, or are you looking to create a new one elsewhere? Ooh.
This is a kind of a touchy subject. When we first moved to the farm 4 years ago, close to 4 years ago, all 3 of the kids were still in school, and man, they didn't want to move to the farm. We live in town. We go to school here. We don't want to change school. The oldest 2 were driving, so we kept them driving back and forth. It's 20 miles to school. Hey, you got a job, pay for your gas. That, or you can go to school right up the road. That's up to you. But as the kids move out, the house gets bigger, and it gets bigger. And we've really started. We've talked about moving someplace, but we don't know where.
Anybody that's been to our farm, they all say the same thing. Why would you leave? It's so beautiful, and we We do. We are blessed with a very, very pretty property. It's 6.69 acres, so it's not very big, but it is very pretty. But a lot of things that we are figuring out that we didn't think about when we moved here. We can't get a well up here. Well, we don't know if we can get a well up here.
We can't get anybody to come out and tell us whether we can get a well out here.
And the people that we've talked to around here either have a well and don't use it, or they, for whatever reason, or we've heard down the road where they have a well, they got somebody to come out and dig, and it was all salt water. So there's that issue. Then we live literally on a sand dune, which is great for a lot of vegetation, but it isn't for a lot. And it, we put in raised beds for that reason. We're having to haul in dirt and we're having to do things. So, I mean, it's a little more challenging when we're looking at it on a homesteading aspect. There's a lot more things that could be better if we would have been looking for a property for homestead. So, I think that we can't say for certain that we'll be moving, but
we're not ruling it out either.
Number 10 is, what are the homesteaders that you follow and enjoy learning from?
We follow a lot of them. I mean, there is a lot of you guys that we follow. We started out, some of the first ones we started watching were Keeping It Dutch, Arms Family,
Living Traditions, Roots and Refuge.
Yes.
Just the same ones that I guess a lot of us follow. Melvolas Homestead, we're blessed to have family. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night. The parents are going to bed. It's 10. They may turn into pumpkins.
They might turn into pumpkins if they don't go to bed quick.
They're
There's so many of the smaller ones like Melvolas that we like.
Well, Melvolas, the thing is, we're blessed that they are really good friends. Nick and Lynn are awesome. Lynn and I talk to each other daily.
That's an understatement. Guys, I don't know how many of you men can tell me that if your wife's phone goes off at 1 o'clock in the morning and she says, "Who are you talking to?" I don't have to ask. I roll over and I'll crack an eye and say, "What's Lynn doing now?" I just know. 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It doesn't help that we're both insomniacs. I don't think I always thought that I was a worse insomniac than Lynn was, but then the other night I text her at 2 in the morning thinking, oh, she'll answer me in the morning, and she answered right back, and I'm thinking, holy cow, you're as bad as me. But anyway, good friends. So we're basically learning together. We have goats, and we met Lynn because we met her at one of the farmers markets, the critter slops, and she bought one of our goats. And so then, it was right away, hey, if you have any questions or whatever. And so she started asking me questions about goats. I bought some chickens from her before, and we hadn't really made that connection. And then once she bought Minnie, our little goat, we started talking, and she's telling me, I'm asking her about chickens, and she's asking me about goats, and now we're, totally excited about our garden. So, we're learning together, and that's what's awesome. And
Yes.
We get together with Nick and Lynn, and it's always a good time. We're always, Nick is amazing at singing. He sings and MCs and stuff, and so he has, his karaoke equipment. He's brought it over, and everybody just has so much fun singing and all that kind of stuff. So definitely Melvolas Homestead. Some of the other ones that we follow that are smaller.
Some of the smaller ones, Homestead, Payne Family Homestead. I watch a lot of both of theirs.
Which they are significantly bigger than us.
Yes, they're significantly larger, but they're not the 200,000 or 300,000 subscribers at this point, but they're gaining.
They are very.
God willing, they get there soon.
Yeah.
What's the Heath family?
Yes, we've just kind of connected with them, watching their lives and stuff, and realized that they live fairly close to us, and so we're excited. Hopefully, we can meet up with them at some point.
There are, from what I have counted, and somebody that does more counting and better track of it than I do, so far we've come up with around 35 YouTube channels right here in Northeast Oklahoma in the homesteading, and that's not including the fishing, the hunting, the travel, the sewing. I mean, that's just the homesteading channels, guys. And everybody from, I subscribed to one today, I think it had 72 subscribers. I started following them because they're going through a lot of the same things that we did, and we're trying to take and pass along the knowledge that we've learned, just like a lot of others have passed along their knowledge to us. So,
Yep. I think that's all 10 of our questions, and so now we have to call out
Essayons,
Homestead, and then also I think we'll call out OQ Rob. We also want to call out Knits with Horses. So if you guys haven't done the 10 questions yet, we'd like for you guys to do them, and just send us your email, and we will answer questions.
hope to see your video and learn more about you.
Yep. So anyway, I guess that's it for tonight.
That's it.
God bless.
See ya.